Alright, guys. We have made some serious progress. You hate joining in a story in flow? I don't know if you need flow. Yeah, gentlemen. This is not one of my stories. I promise you. Okay, let's take a look at the statistics, guys. 32 hours, 48 minutes, 25 seconds. I have found 42 out of 77 secrets. I have killed 651 monsters. I found 1,717 items. I found 8 out of 17 epic items. I have found 16 out of 20 power gems. I found 4 out of 5 essences. There's one left, and hopefully the storm breach thing will give me some info. I have found 5 out of 11 treasures. I found 6 skulls. I've caught 2 fish. I found 24, visited 24 of 34 levels, used 6 gold keys, walked 37,510 tiles walked, 1,269 tiles dived. Oh, I was just trying to cut off the delay, gent. 10 times fallen into a pit, 297 ladders climbed, 1,338 melee attacks performed, 500 throwing attacks performed, 1,084 missile attacks performed, 467 firearm attacks performed, 3 unarmed attacks performed, 108 special attacks performed, 1,049 spells cast, 186 potions mixed, and still 0 times polymorphed. I'm going to have to use that bear form thing at the end. But that is good stuff. Yay, alright. Alright guys, so what we are going to do here, and I'm going to actually leave this music up because it'll be perfect accompaniment. I assume you guys can hear my voice okay over the sound of the music. Because what we're going to do here is I'm going to actually, this music is perfect for what I want to do. So I am going to be doing a giveaway, and we are going to be doing a raid. But before I do that, I'm going to continue. This is by popular demand, okay? Because people really wanted this. So, I mean, you know, who am I to deny the possibility? So what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to be reading, and let me pop over to my other screen. There we go. I'm going to be reading, ladies and gentlemen, the next chapter of the greatest book ever written. This book is a tremendous book, a book that really, I don't know if there's any other thing that can be said about how great the book actually is. It really defines a lot. This is the continuing story of Grignir. Grignir, the great Grignir. Now, when we last left our heroes, Grignir had just been knocked out by a vicious noble. And this vicious noble is the one who is actually... Whoops, sorry about that. The vicious noble is the one who has basically gathered this information about Grignir and has kidnapped him as a consequence. So there's some serious trouble in River City for Grignir. It was really, we left it on a cliffhanger, and I think that this is going to be proof of what happens next. So this is what we're looking at here. There we go. And the reason I'm doing this, by the way, is that you guys need text for this really to sort of work out. Okay, so here we go. I present to you Chapter 3 of the Eye of Argon. After this, we will do our giveaway and our raid. Okay, sounds good. Good to see you, Leshrek. What's up, Parker? Good to see you, man. Parker, you got my stuff for the thing, right? You got my stuff for Speculate? So, all right, here we go. Consciousness returned to Grignir in stigmatic pools as his mind gradually cleared of the cobwebs cluttering its inner recesses, yet the Stygian cloud of charcoal ebony remained, an incompatible shield of blackness, enhanced by the bleak absence of sound. Grignir's muddled brain reeled from the shock of the blow he had received to the base of his skull. The events leading to his predicament were slow to filter back to him. He dickered with the notion that he was dead and had descended or sunk, however it may be, to the shadowed land beyond the apparature of the grave, but rejected this hypothesis when his memory sifted back within his grips. This was not the land of the dead. It was something infinitely more precarious than anything the grave could offer. Death promised an infinity of peace, not the finite misery of an inactive life of confined torture, forever concealed from the life-bearing shafts of the beloved rising sun. The orb that had been before taken for granted, yet now cherished above all else. to be forever refused further glimpses of the snow-capped summits of the land of his birth, never again to witness the thrill of plundering unexplored lands beyond the crest of a bleeding horizon, and perhaps worst of all, the denial to ever again encompass the lustful excitement of caressing the naked curves of the body of a trim, yoned wench. This was indeed one of the buried chasms of hell concealed within the inner depths of the palace's despised interior. A fearful ebony chamber devised to drive to the brinks of insanity the minds of the unfortunately condemned through the inapt solitude of a limbo of listless, dreary silence. Chapter 3.5. A tightly rung elliptical circle or torches cast their wavering shafts prancing morbidly over the smooth surface of a rectangular ridged altar. Expertly chiseled forms of grotesque gargoyles graced the oblique rim, protuberating the length of the grim orifice of death, staring forever ahead into nothingness in complete ignorance of the bloody rites enacted in their presence. Brown flaking stains decorated the golden surface of the ridge surrounding the altar, which banked to a small slit at the lower right-hand corner of the altar. The slit stood above a crudely pounded pail which had several silver mesh chalices hanging at its sides. Dangling at the Rimov golden mallet, the handle of which was engraved with images of twisted faces and groved at its far end with slots designed for a snug hand grip. The head of the mallet was slightly larger than a clenched fist and shaped into a smooth oval mass. Encircling the marble altar was a congregation of leering shaman. Eerie chants of a bygone age, originating unknown eons before the memory of man, were being uttered from the buried recesses of the acolytes' deep lings. Orange paint was smeared in generous globules over the tops of Thua priests' wrinkled, shaven scalps, while golden rings projected from the lobes of their pink ears. Ornate robes of luscious purple satin enclosed their bulging torsos, attached around their waists with silver silk latches latched with ebony buckles in the shape of Moreau's mis-shaped skulls. Dangling around their necks were oval-fashioned medallions held by thin gold chains, featuring in their centers blood-red rubies which resembled crimson fetish eyeballs. Cushioning their bare feet were plush red felt slippers with pointed golden spikes projecting from their tips. Situated in front of the altar, and directly adjacent to the copper pail, was a massive jade idol, a misshaped, hideous bust of the shaman's pagan deity. The shimmering green idol was placed in a sitting posture on an ornately carved golden throne raised upon a round, divory-plated dais, its bulging arms and webbed hands resting on the padded arms of the seat. Its head was entwined in golden snake-like coils hanging over its oblong ears, which tapered off to thin hollow points. Its nose was a bulging, triangular mass sunken in at its sides with toe-gaping nostrils. Dramatic beneath the nostrils was a twisted, shaggy-lipped mouth, giving the impression of a slavering, sadistic grimace. At the foot of the heathen deity, a slender, pale-faced female, naked but for a golden, jeweled harness enshrouding her huge, outcropping breasts, supporting long silver laces which extended to her thigh, stood before the pearl-white field with noticeable shivers traveling up and down the length of her exquisitely molded body. Her delicate lips trembled beneath soft, narrow hands as she attempted to conceal herself from the piercing stare of the ambivalent idol. Glaring directly down towards her was the stony, cycloptic face of the bloated deity. Gaping from its single oblong socket was scintillating, many-faceted scarlet emerald, a brilliant gem seeming to possess a life all of its own, a priceless gleaming stone, capable of domineering the wealth of conquering empires, the Eye of Argon. Oh, the huge outcropping breasts gets me every time. Huge outcropping breasts. The Eye of Argon, ladies and gentlemen. The Eye of Argon. Oh my gosh. Oh, good times. I know. He could make the title so concise. He probably didn't want to, right? Okay, Steam. Wolfenstein, Football Manager 2015, Lego, and Tropico. Thanks. I don't care. All right, folks, let's do this giveaway. You missed so much. Yes, you did. You missed so much. So much indeed. All right, let's do our giveaway, folks, and then I'm gonna send you guys off on a raid. Let's see. I want to. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Today we have got the Eye of Arvin. So many good times. Okay, here we go. So the giveaway is as follows, folks. You've got a choice of 3 games that you can win tonight. One of 3. Your choices are as follows. If you win tonight, you will have a choice of either. Number 1, Cider Arcade. That's SYDER Arcade, which is basically just like a shooter arcade game type of thing. Option number 2, the Whispered World Special Edition. This is like a point-and-click adventure type game. So the Whispered World Special Edition, that is option number 2 that you've got. And then option number 3 is the Penumbra Collector's Pack, which includes Penumbra Black Plague Gold Edition and Penumbra Overture. So again, your 3 choices are Cider Arcade, that's SYDER Arcade, the Whispered World Special Edition, or Penumbra Collector Pack. Those are your 3 choices tonight. And as you guys are thinking about that, I am going to take a look and see who we are going to raid this evening. So give me a moment while I'm doing that. And okay, so there are your choices. And let's see. So let's see. It's let's see. For this one, we've got Oh god. If you guys are interested in winning one of those 3, please type outcropping. I did think of mummies. I did think about it. I did think about it, but outcropping is too good, man. Too good. My weak beard. Oh, Strike. It's so comfortable. It's like it's bracing. The wind on my face is bracing. Okay. Let's see what we got. While you guys are figuring that out, please type that in if you guys would like to win outcropping. Please also follow the stream if you have not already done so. That would be very much appreciated. And the next time you guys are going to see me is going to be next week on Tuesday. Probably no cast tomorrow, and the reason is because I am going to be in Arlington, Virginia at the World Fantasy Convention. I have a panel tomorrow night. So if you guys are in the Arlington area, I would love to meet any or all of you. That would be nice. The only other thing I want to mention about stuff is that, again, I have a Shadowgate interview that's going to be coming up in the near future. I have an interview with the Pillars of Eternity, one of the lead devs, Josh Palmer. That's going to be coming up in the near future. And I have something that'll be coming up in the near future, hopefully, for a game that I cannot name yet, but it is related to something that we like to call... that is related to a company that loves DRM-free games and which runs a service that has DRM-free games for download and which is very prominent and has a 3rd game in their trilogy of games, RPG games, coming out soon. So there's that too. So there you go. Okay. I don't have a ton of the people on here. Josh Sawyer. Did I say Palmer? I meant Sawyer. My bad. Sorry, Josh Sawyer. Wow, that's like a heads-up display, Molkamon. Wow, that's crazy, man. That's like a heads-up display. Mountain Dew Duitos. That is disgusting. I don't even know. I can't even. You cracked my code. My very complicated code. That's right. Okay. And actually, it's actually 2 monitors. Oh, okay. But it looks like I'd be flying a jet. That's the thing I'm saying. I was like, It looks like I'd be flying a jet of some kind. Okay, so I'll be with you guys in 1 second. Again, enter those words if you are interested. Darn it. Yeah, enter those words if you guys are interested, and I'm finding the person that we're going to raid. Might be this guy. Okay. All right, last call, last call. Last call, last call. Man, having so much fun of LOG. I wish I could be streaming tomorrow, but I also am looking forward to World Fantasy, and it's an important convention for us author types. So. As I unmute. Okay, here we go. And the winner. See you, Molkamon. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. I'll catch you again soon. I know I'm muted. I know. I muted it. Hacks. Rigged hacks. Hacks rigged. Oh, gosh. Shax. Congratulations with intent. Arpax. Yep. Congratulations, man. Victory for with intent. Well done. What's it going to be with intent? Which one do you want? Insinuating your mafia connections? I don't know, man. Gentlemen, you can't. You know what, gentlemen? You can't do anything until you start streaming more. You keep promising you're going to stream. Now you have internet. You have internet now. You have home now. You're no longer homeless and you're no longer internetless. So I don't want to hear any of your excuses about how you can't stream. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just saying. The Don will not suffer your attitude. Okay, what's it going to be with intent? He needs a bigger plans. Plans, yes, plans. Okay, so... Alright, so what's it going to be with intent? What would you like? Yeah, I should help him with his internet bill. With my fortune that I have. Whispered World. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had a lot of people. I think Glog gave me that, and Glog was a big fan of this game. So let me throw that over your direction. Hold on one second. Okay. Pretty sure I've got you on here. Oh shoot, what is I'm a one percenter because I have money. I make that teacher money. Right, exactly, Strike, exactly. I'm making that teacher bling. Making that teacher money. Oh man. All that tenure, yeah. All that tenure, which makes me so much money, not. Ruxlu. Okay, good. All right. All right. And let's see. And we're going to go down to this. And we're going to go over to... Whispered World is on its way. Yeah, I'm a writer in a band and Twitch money. Rich as hell. Yeah, with intent. That boss is coming. It's coming, man. The boss is on its way. All right, folks. So I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. We are going to be doing a raid. When we raid, we do it this way. We raid by doing the that thing with Volcania right there. And so you guys can practice. Viewer list is broken, is it really? Oh, I have a separate viewer list. Yeah, that's cool. No, thank you so much for doing that, Shadow, but I actually use Chatty, so I actually have a viewer list that I can do that way. So I'm going to be cool with that. But thank you so much, though. So we're going to do that ARV raid in just a second. Again, it's possible I might get a stream in on Sunday if I get back early enough, but I doubt that I will. I'm probably going to be getting back late. So probably the next time you guys are going to see me is going to be next Tuesday for my usual daycast when we'll be on Legend of Grimrock 2. I'm guessing I've only got maybe 2 more sessions left of this. And then after that's done, we're going to do a stream of Fighting Fantasy Gamebook, of House of Hell specifically. We're the House of Hades, House of Hell, depending on what version you're looking at. We're going to do that. And then once that's done, we're going to take a look around. I probably will have to finish my Ultima Underworld run, a couple sessions worth of that I'll have to do. And then once that's finished, all I'll have left at that point, then we'll be able to focus on possibly Dragon Age Inquisition. Obviously, I have the Shadowgate thing that I mentioned, which is happening, and then the Pillars of Eternity interview at some point, and of course, continued D&D and stuff like that. But when LOG2 is done, first order of business is going to be to get that Fighting Fantasy Gamebook and then the Ultima Underworld playthrough as well. But before I send you guys off on your raid, let me say goodbye to everyone who made this a really fun cast for me, as always. My thanks to Demiser, to Fallen, to Lego Freak, to Series Runner, to Shadow Mage, to Gentleman, and to Thorg. Great job from moderation from everybody, especially Series, who is super active. Just kidding. But no, thanks guys to all of you. The mods really do a great job in this channel, and I really appreciate all their work. Demiser, I'm very sorry to hear about your loss of your cat, man. Hang in there. Fallen, hope everything is going okay with you, man. Lego, thanks as always. Series, thanks as always. We'll have to do that Divinity thing. And Series, of course, you guys should be following anyway. And then Shadow Mage, who is the power behind the bots at this point, is sort of the main bot tech guy for me, and does a great job as a moderator as well. And of course, the gentleman who's great for my moderation, and Thorg as well. So thanks, guys, to all of them. And what's up, Red State? What's going on, man? A little bit of Dave. I'm just about to log off, man, but we're going to be doing a raid and setting off as well. So that's the deal with that. 1298, Apples, Agile Bacon, Aklaba, Arcades. Thank you guys to all of you guys for being regulars. Love you all. Arcanus Bot. I happen to know who Arcanus Bot is, but I won't say anything yet. I'll let the designer of the bot say if he wants to tell him who it is. Asimov 3, welcome back into the stream. Good to see Batty and Chooch as well. And Debadoo, thanks you guys so much. And all of you, I believe, have followed me. Certainly I know Asimov, Batty, and Debadoo do have, and I think Chooch has as well, I'm pretty sure. So welcome to all of you guys. Thanks for stopping by as always. Dragon Spear, always a pleasure to have Dragon Spear, one of my regulars. Parker, my audio editor for my Speculate podcast, and a great dude and a good bass player as well. EXC fan, who's being silent today. Good to see you, XC fan. Good to see Gray Dibbick, a Twitter and voiceover actor specialist god, all-around good guy. Gentleman, I have not seen Gentleman for a while. I think I saw you in here a while ago, Gentleman, but it's been a while, so welcome back in. Kanumi, of course, one of my regulars, as is Kilobyte. Kilobyte responsible for that awesome break screen you guys saw before. Thanks so much, Kilobyte. Always a pleasure to have Caged Wisdom in here, by the way, who just popped out and popped back in. Caged Wisdom, one of my regulars as well. Kiwako, I don't know if I've seen you in here before, Kiwako, but welcome in. I hope you like what you saw and heard and will follow. Night Jim, of course, is one of my regulars, as is Lee B84, as is Laporce, as is Lord, Matmo, Mercurius, Nogbad, Private Palmer, all regulars of mine. You guys should be following Laporce, who's an awesome retro streamer, and all of the other people I mentioned are regulars of mine. Matmo hangs out with a lot of other streams as well, so good to see all of you folks. Good to see Red State, I think I said Private Palmer already. Good to see Red State 08 in 08. Always a pleasure, and Dave he's from Dave's tabletopping stream is where he hangs out quite a bit. Always good to see Roix in here. Pleasure to have Roix in here, a game designer as well. Splatter Monkey, Splatter, thanks for the giveaway early tonight. Appreciate it, Splatter. Good to see you, dude. Good to see Strike Ninja as always, despite the obsession with bad rats. A good person nonetheless. Always good to see the kids in here, who has been hanging out here quite a bit. Good to see TNS Mephiston, who is one of my regulars, of course, as is Topkin. Hope things turn up. Things will look up for you pretty soon, Top. I know it's been a rough few weeks, but good to see you. Topkin, someone else you guys should be following. VMOC, always a pleasure to have VMOC in here, who is started following me a couple weeks ago, I want to say. Maybe a week ago. No, I guess it was a week ago they started following me, so welcome back in. I like to see the new people who then come back again. That's good to see. With Intent, congratulations on the win. One of my regulars for a long time. Anson, who's been coming regularly over the last few weeks. Good to see you, Anson. Was one of the first people in tonight. Zimmy 002, always a pleasure to have Zimmy in here. He's been with me for a while now. Definitely one of my regulars. And Zavia, who I have not seen for a while. Hadn't seen too often, but I think I may have seen you recently, actually, maybe like one of the last couple of streams. But in any case, welcome back in, Zavia. Good to see you. All right, folks, that is going to do it for me. Again, we're going to do that ARV raid thing. And the raid that we're going to go to tonight, we don't have a lot of people on who are streaming, but we do have... Duty calls. Now remember, do not go raid until you hear the music, okay? As soon as you hear the music, that's when you go raid duty calls. And let's just make it rain down with the Arvanauts of Land of Volcania. Until then, guys, I'm going to see you next week on Tuesday. If you're in the Arlington, Virginia area, stop by the World Fantasy Convention. It's been a great cast. I really enjoyed this tonight. And you guys, the best viewers on Twitch, as I've said, please keep spreading the word. I do want us to get partnership. I want the channel to take that next step. So let's keep spreading the word, building up the concurrent viewers. Viewers were pretty good tonight, and let's keep that going, because if we can do that, then eventually partnership will happen, and that means transcoders for all my men and women and everybody, so that'll be good too. Until then, love you all, guys. Let's head over and do that raid to duty calls as soon as you hear the music, and until I talk to you next time, have a good weekend, be good to each other, and I'll catch you guys in a few days. Have a good night.
Fresh and new, when it all seemed clear to you, when your aim was straight and true. Were your mind untroubled by the questions in the dark, content to play your part, open pathways to your heart? Were your life untainted by a host of broken dreams, when all your acts were queens, understood all that it means? Could you have understood the way your life was bound? Did you ever wonder how you got from there to now? Oh, yes, you're gonna fly away from here, where the sky grows more clear, and your problems disappear, drift away down below. Watch them go down to your friends, where the trouble never ends, and there's always just one more day left to go. Now through your pile of broken lies, and your set of fake goodbyes, another cynical disguise.